With his powerful brainwaves cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnny Walker Dread Show.
In fact, I'm thinking if any shooting go on, if they started having the crossfire shooting, I might not want to be that close. What's up, man? All right.
So he's talking about if shooting is going to go on, there is a very real chance that there's going to be a lot of gunfire tonight. That sort of belies the common idea that everything was really nice and peaceful until Kyle showed up with his rifle.
Yeah, I already got shot. I got shot good. Yeah, my shit.
I got shot in the back though.
Man. Yeah, man. Man, these niggas really getting close with them guns. These fools really getting close with guns. Yeah. They really going forward with guns. Boy, one person fire a shot, I think all hell gonna break loose.
Again, the whole idea that this was just a peaceful protest, everybody kumbaya, until Kyle showed up with his rifle is ridiculous. He's even saying that if somebody shoots, all hell is going to break loose. And you can see there are a lot of weapons out here tonight, and it seems like there's a lot of people kind of itching to use them.
Yo. Listen, we gonna form 3 lines, and we gonna move to the traffic light, and we got a game plan, all right? Let's go.
The kid on the left has been mistaken for Kyle on a few occasions as well. Looks like the one guy's carrying a pump-action shotgun. Pretty good weapon to have for something like this.
Hey, they're pushing! Fall back to the traffic light! Libertarians on there! Libertarians here!
Come on, y'all, come on.
I've spotted a few bolt-action rifles periodically throughout this evening. Completely useless in this type of deal. Good for maybe snipers and for hunting deer, but you don't want to use a bolt-action rifle in some sort of conflict like this.
Hey, man, I got a feeling some shots gonna be fired in a minute. Some real shots.
John McBride donated $3. Only Pheasant Chain Monkeys.
Your mom's over here checking on you. Be safe, be safe. You going back? She said she going back, cuz.
Head to the traffic light, come on.
Yeah, they strapped. They here for us, but they strapped.
Okay, Black Lives Matter protesters saying they're here for us, but they're strapped. So again, the idea somehow that the Black Lives Matter protesters are they're unarmed, and these patriots, militias show up with weapons is completely false. I would imagine that there are probably more armed BLM people there tonight than anybody else. So you see these, looks like 3 or 4 people they're sitting down, they're kind of scooting closer and closer to the police. This reminds me of when you're on a long trip and your sister puts her arm over on your side of the car and you say, stop it, and you push it back, and pretty soon it's, Mommy, he's putting his hand on my side of the car. Give me a break. This is testing somebody. You get too close, they will arrest you.
The militia are protecting local businesses, and if you're just tuning in, I'll show you the car lot. Yesterday there was kids with what looked like fire pickers from a fireplace, and they're hitting the vehicles.
I assume he's talking about a fire poker, or what we used to call fire irons.
Which is right here. That's the parking lot where everything was set on fire. I got video of that yesterday. It's on the YouTube, The Rundown Live, or therundownlive.com. And as you can see, we got more militia on the rooftops. I see a lot of people are now just tuning in. But they're protecting the local businesses, or what's left.
Yeah, we're not militia, we're patriots.
Or patriots. Okay, well, I'm sorry.
No problem.
I thought they're...
Okay, so he said that we have militia on top of the building. They said in response, we're not militia, we're patriots. And he's not talking about the unorganized militia here. He's talking about the militia that were on Facebook, like the Kenosha Guard, and they're being very careful in saying that we're not members of those organizations.
They can be one and the same, so...
By the way, I think that was Dominique Black that said that.
Yeah, okay, so we got patriots or local citizens looking to protect their property, which is equally okay to me. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. Militia isn't a bad thing. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so you saw him on the right there. That's Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, this is kind of important. You saw plenty of examples of people confrontation. If somebody is out there looking to start a fight, this is not where you need to be. You need to be down there, down the street where all the people are mingling around. The idea that Kyle came here to get involved in a confrontation with people is complete bunk, in my opinion. He has no interest in it. He's hanging out by the car lot and just minding his own business, or just minding the business of the property owner. Whether that was requested or not is still unclear. Probably not.
Hey, he's a fast runner.
Oh.
Run down.
That was Ryan Balch.
Don't instigate. Don't just stand there. They're not going to cause any problems.
And so we saw Kyle Rittenhouse there really briefly. Again, doesn't seem to have any interest in getting involved in any kind of confrontation.
So we got the militia here. And we're going to see what's going on. So the protest is about 3 blocks that way, but a lot of them were pushed this way, I'm thinking.
Interesting comment. He says that the protesters are down there, but they're being pushed this way. Ryan Balch, the person that we saw just a moment ago, made a claim that the police told him that they were going to push the protesters into the area where Ryan and Kyle are now, and that they were going to do that because they could handle these protests better than the police could. I have no idea if that is correct or not. He just made the claim. Frankly, I kind of doubt it. But at any rate, what's kind of interesting is that the protesting movement is going to move to Kyle. Kyle is not going to move to the protesters. I see a whole bunch of police here and other people getting overtime pay, and they're perfectly happy just to stand here and watch these people yell at them. They're getting paid for this, and they're probably getting double time.
All of that should be be ashamed of themselves and their brothers.
Go home and tell your
The
family
fuck?
how proud you are.
And now Kenosha, y'all don't stand up for us. Who the fuck will? Do you go home and tell your kids how y'all killed somebody else's kid today?
Again, a couple points. I might just repeat myself again here. If you're looking for a confrontation, if you're going out there to shoot people or to hurt anyone, this is where you want to be. And Kyle is not here. He's over at the car lot. He's just hanging out with his friends. The other one is that these people think they're really wounding these police officers by yelling insults at them. These police officers are making double time. They don't care. They're perfectly happy just to hang out as long as nobody attacks them. And you can tell nobody has the real nerve to do anything here.
So it looks like they're going to be pressing forward. We've got officers behind us. Guys, I'm in the middle of a stream. I'm not exactly sure how I would block anybody at this point, but if we're getting exposure, that's kind of my overall goal. Whoever's sharing, make sure that you are tagging me and giving credit. I am a local streamer. Again, this is Dakota. I'm reporting from downtown Kenosha. Not reporting, but I am documenting. There we go. I did give my permission. Again, as long as they're tagging me and making sure that they, as long as they're giving credit when credit is due, that's all that I really care about. Again, this is important to me that I document this. Wisconsin Patriots, I'm going to assume that you're being fair and making sure that you tag and that you give credit or tag me if you need to. All right, guys, looks like we're coming in. I think we're going to get kind of boxed in. It looks like National Guard is coming through. Hold on. All right. So I don't know if we're going to move or if we're going to continue to stay here. They're coming in fast. They are coming in fast. There is other...
Okay, at this point, the police have had enough. They've drawn enough overtime pay, so they're going to go ahead and try to disperse this crowd. And as many people are going to notice, that the wind isn't in their favor, so they're going to be firing a whole bunch of tear gas, and I think it's going to come right back on them. Of course, they have tear gas protection, but still, pretty funny.
God!
That must have hurt. Probably a pepper ball. One of the things that people often claim is that the use of tear gas is a war crime. That is false. The use of tear gas in a war is a war crime. You can use it domestically for crowd dispersion, crowd control, and that is actually legal. There's been an agreement by countries that the use of tear gas for domestic disputes and crowd control is perfectly fair. And I must add that it's probably about the safest and best way to control a crowd. You want to bring back the water cannons? Those hurt. And so I would suggest that people complain about tear gas a little bit too much. Okay, so at this point, the crowd seems to be kind of moving, and I have a feeling they're going to move right into Kyle's area. You'll notice the large umbrellas probably to deflect pepper balls. However, if you are ever on the side of any kind of conflict and people are using umbrellas, you're on the wrong side of the conflict.
That's
Looks like
enough.
they're shooting out tear gas. Tear gas right now?
Yep.
The wind's blowing their way, so it's gonna blow. Luckily, it's a. Yeah, yesterday it was blowing right at the crowd. It sucks. How you doing, man? Live streaming the rundown live, just trying to, keep everyone safe by reporting if the police do anything, Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're trying to push you that way, I think, because there's militia back that way.
Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot!
And notice he said they're trying to push them back this way. There are militia that way. That kind of reinforces what Ryan Balt said earlier, that the police are going to try to push these people into the area where there are armed militia. I still don't believe his story, though.
I'm gonna move back. Someone just hit me in the head.
Okay, the rather large person on the right, he needs to go to jail. Throwing objects at the police is a crime, and whether he has been charged or not, it's going to kind of be interesting, because if you're going to go after Kyle Rittenhouse for breaking curfew, which has been the most recent story, the question now is has this person been picked up?
Yeah, these kids they're not protesters. They're just here, to be part.
Yeah.
They have no direction or order.
Yeah, that's the problem here. There's not a good leader to the...
Well, even that, there's people come from outside that have political agendas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. Tear gas, getting tear gas. The wind is all blowing their direction though. The Bearcat will slowly drive.
They slinging them bitches.
Yeah, they are.
Damn.
They must have an infinite supply. It's like a video game. They run out of no ammo.
I feel like we in Call of Duty.
Right?
Goddamn.
Except they don't have to collect ammo. They just never run out. Tear gas all day. The rubber bullets are going to come out at some point. They're throwing water bottles.
Let's put on water bottles and shit.
Yeah.
Water bottles, man. All right.
Just as a quick note, throwing a water bottle is no different than throwing a rock. It's a dangerous weapon, a deadly weapon, and you can be charged for it. So out come the dumpsters.
Bringing dumpsters that are probably just going to block the streets.
A Bearcat's going to run right through that thing. And you'll see in a moment just about how effective these are really.
You got some racist motherfuckers on the roof.
Brilliant. I mean, the dumpster's on wheels. So if you block a Bearcat with the dumpster, it will just push it out of the way. Now they're using the dumpster for cover. So you drag the dumpster out to push it, to get it in the way of the police, and now you're hiding behind it. Oh, jeez.
Flashbangs and shit. Oh my god.
I imagine the police are probably identifying that person there. He's probably going to go to jail. At least he should.
Where are you going? Okay. TJ, this is fucking ridiculous. You gotta have a plan.
Yeah, and I agree with her. This is ridiculous. You don't have a plan. You have no strategy at all. You're just going to get pushed down the street by the police. Have an idea about what you're going to do about it. And it seems like nobody really knows. They're just looking to get out for the evening and holler, and I don't know what they're accomplishing.
NASCAR in the garage.
No tires. Got all kinds of people with long guns on the roof of this building here. All kinds of people with long guns.
And one of those people is Dominic Black, I'm pretty sure.
He thinks he's got a big dick pointing it at me.
He complains that one of them pointed a rifle at him. I didn't see it on video. It's certainly not Kyle. Kyle's not on the roof.
You damn right he's aiming at us. That motherfucker right there is. The whole squad fucking little dick boys pointing guns. Little dick boys, big guns.
Come down here, bitch. Put that gun down. Come down here. Put the gun down. I got him.
Now, keep in mind, the big narrative is that people are terrified because these guys have their rifles and they can erupt into violence at any moment. And the idea of bringing a long rifle or an AR-15 to one of these protests is incredibly crazy. It's going to terrify the people. Do they look terrified? They're jawing off at them. They're even telling the guy, come on down here, let's get into it. I mean, come on. There's nobody here that's worried about those rifles. Unfortunately, that's going to cost Rosenbaum his life.
They're on our side, but they're pointing guns at us. Fuck out of here, dude.
Let's shine some light on these guys. See what we're dealing with up here. Hey, we got Proud Boys.
No, you're terrified of these people on the roof with guns because they're pointing the gun at you. So what do? Let's shine a light on them. Yeah, that's real smart. Okay, so that's Ryan Balch on the right.
Talk to you for a moment. I just want to.
And now Kyle enters the scene. Again, he's hung out here throughout the evening, and the crowd has come to him. Keep in mind, notice, he's not even armed right now. He's given his gun to somebody. I'm not sure why. But at any rate, somebody was complaining earlier about somebody pointing a gun at him. That was certainly a person on the roof. It certainly wasn't Kyle. Kyle doesn't even have his weapon on him.
This is you guys' business, right? Okay, I'm gonna try to help you guys, all right?
Come down so I can beat the fuck out of them.
No, this is just a local. They're just protecting the local business to keep it from happening last night.
One of the protesters says, we're going to come down and beat the blank out of you. Okay. Person's carrying a rifle. Real smart.